It is a privilege to be entrusted with this masterpiece by Lawren Harris, as well as a related sketch to the canvas. It is a rarity to have such an opportunity to present such works within the same auction season. Both have had a prestigious history and have not appeared on the auction market for decades. In 1924, Group of 7 painters Lawren Harris and A.Y. Jackson traveled to Jasper Park in the Rocky Mountains and sketched at Moline Lake and in the Tahquin Valley. Harris was so enthused by the experience that in one day he painted 5 sketches of the Coronet Mountain and the Brazeau Icefield. This was the beginning of Harris's lifelong fascination with the mountains, and he exhibited 5 mountain canvases with the Group of 7 at the Art Gallery of Toronto in January of 1925. 2 canvases of the Brazeau Glacier were developed from 3 and possibly all 5 of the sketches that Harris painted that day. This included Brazeau Snowfield, Jasper Park, Mountain Painting XII, commanding the space beside me. The sketch, Coronet Mountain, Brazeau Glacier, grew from another sketch, South End of Moline Lake, part of the McMichael Canadian Art Collection. Here, Harris has closed in on the glacier. A dramatic, diagonal, dark brown and green ridge defines the right foreground, leading to the rich green rocks in the lower left. The broadly painted avalanche of snow and ice is framed by a single peak at the right. The shadows painted with a fluid brush in mauve blues with greenish-brown snow-covered rocks at the left. Heavily sculpted gray and white clouds move across the sky. The canvas of Brazeau Snowfield was stored in Toronto's studio building when Harris left Toronto for New Hampshire in 1934, and later at the Art Gallery of Toronto, where it was inventoried and photographed in September of 1947 in preparation for Lawren Harris's retrospective exhibition in October of 1948. In that photograph, no clouds appear in the sky of the canvas. In preparation for his retrospective, Harris wrote to curator Martin Baldwin in March of 1948, saying, "I'm very anxious to have 3 weeks or more before the exhibition opens to retouch some of the paintings, clean some of them, repaint or reglaze some of the frames, etc. There are also a number of corrections I have had in mind for years, and now is my chance to make them." Seeing the canvas for the first time in almost 15 years, it was possibly at this time that Harris incorporated 2 of the 3 clouds depicted in another of the sketches, Coronet Glacier, Moraine Lake, which is held in a private collection. Here, in the canvas, these 2 clouds create a dynamic energy across the upper part of the composition, in an area Harris must have found empty in its original form. Following the closure of the retrospective exhibition in Vancouver, Harris offered Brazeau Snowfield, Jasper Park, and 11 other canvases as part of a donation to the National Gallery of Canada. Negotiations concerning the gift continued until 1960, when Harris finally donated 10 of the paintings. Brazeau Snowfield, Jasper Park, was held back and retained by the artist until his death. Cowley Abbott enthusiastically presents to the market these 2 masterworks by Lawren Harris as part of an important Canadian collection this spring. We are thrilled to be entrusted with this collection of rare and significant fine art on the heels of achieving the highest grossing private collection of Canadian art ever sold at auction. And we are looking forward to sharing this spring's offerings with collectors soon.